Hi, welcome to Who's Watching Grandpa. I'm Rick Yost, and I'm going to talk about what I know of the Christian God, and then I'm going to ask a simple question. From what I've gleaned of my skirting around the religious community, the Christian God created everything. He created the universe, which to me says he created the space the universe sits in as well. He created the universe. That's pretty badass, man. But he created everything. The only reason that existence exists is because of this fellow. Okay? He's an awesome dude. A hell of a superhero. I mean, just marvelous. Think about this. He created not only the atoms and the molecules, but he created all the biological functions. Everything. He created everything. This will it'll blow my little mind. It's boggling. But he created everything. The space between the spaces. He created everything. And not only did he create atoms and molecules, he created us. He took those atoms and molecules that he created and he used them to build us. That's fucking amazing. And, what I find the most amazing about that point, that he created us, he created our minds. He created thought. Think on that one for a second. That'll make you need a cup of coffee right there. Okay? He created thought. Okay? We would not fucking think if it were not for him. And he created all the processes, all the little functions, all the your reflexes, your instincts, your emotions. He created love. Okay? He created love. He created the imagination. That one right there, I'd buy him a beer for that one. I'm telling you, that's cool. Thank you. He created the imagination. Man. He created every thought you've ever had, every thought anyone's ever had. And since my body creates or builds or grows, whatever you want to say, millions of new cells every day, that tells me that all of these functions and all of these processes and everything in our heads and, in biology and whatever, from the, amoebas to the elephants, all the functions in those bodies and those systems and stuff constantly working. They never stop. And that, like my body, he is obviously constantly in control. He's constantly there. He's like, the engineer at the soundboard. He's there and he's tweaking everything because everything is constantly fucking happening. He is constantly right there. He's constantly having all the processes working. Everything's going. Blood's doing this and, your muscles are doing that and all this is, everything's happening. He's doing all this constantly. Then why? Here's the question. Sorry it took so long. Why isn't he right there? Why isn't he hardwired? Why isn't he constantly, always, forever in our heads, in our minds? Why do we have to learn of him through external sources? Riddle me that. Why don't we just have him here with us all the time that we are alive? You know, he did all this and all the functions and all the processes and all the this and the that and the, you know, the memories and the psychosis and the, you know, all the marvel. Well, he also did, you know, like insanity, and he did, you know, like AIDS and cancer and, you know, diabetes. Thank you very much. You know, he's always all these systems are constantly working. He never has his finger off the controls. So why, if all that is happening, doesn't he just fucking talk to you? Why isn't it like, you know, embedded like fucking, you know, software or some shit? Everything else seems to be, well, you know, I could program this to where I could directly talk mentally with my amusing little human subjects, to where they, you know, they would just be an extension of myself. No, I think I'd like to watch them just kind of like fumble around for a few centuries, because they are fun to watch. What did he say to himself? Well, you know, didn't feel right, actually, you know, programming them to where I could talk to them directly. I mean, you know, at the time I had just created the universe and then the earth, and I didn't want to be too much, you know, I didn't want to come on too strong. Why would he stop and not just, you know, if he had done that, I wouldn't be an atheist. There would be no atheists. There would be no other religion. You wouldn't even have to call it a religion. It would just be us. Everybody on the planet would be on the same page. It would make no difference where you lived or how you lived or who the fuck you were. If you were alive and you were a human on the planet that God had created, in the universe that God had created, you ain't going to be doing anything but existing as God. And why that wasn't set up that way, I have no idea. You know, I don't understand that. Anyway, that's my question. Why aren't we all, just naturally, you're God lovers? Why doesn't he just fucking exist in our heads if he created the universe? Is he having fun with us? What? I certainly appreciate you listening to me, and we'll talk to y'all later. Thanks.